You are welcome to this mathematics lesson. I am teacher Katimbo Richard that welcomes you to this candidate class. In this candidate class, like you have heard, the candidate one needs to understand. How does he then understand? One must care about the explanation the teacher gives. One must then ask if he has got the chance of asking the teacher, and then will be a successful candidate. In this candidate class, we chose to start with the integers because in your P6 you saw that you were just rushing through given the limited time you had. So we chose to start with the integers so that you understand them better. So we are starting with that topic, integers. The question is, what are integers? And the answer is, integers are positive or negative numbers together with 0 found on a number line. And in your workbook, you find it starting because of what I've explained before. And the explanation I'm going to make will make you cover pages 1 to 8. That is 8 pages of the workbook. So I urge you buy this workbook or come for it at school and then follow as you write. So I say integers are positive or negative numbers together with 0 found on a number line. Integers are positive or negative numbers together with 0 found on a number line. And while learning integers, there are keywords you must take note of, and here they are. Like the word temperature rise, like the word AD, or in the year of our Lord, the word decline and forward are all affiliated to positive integers. So when you go to the application later, when you find any of these words together with other words that are not here, but words like temperature rise, a word like AD, a word like line, and a word like forward, you are going to apply positive integers. Then words like temperature fall, a word like BC, a word like backward, and the word like borrow, you then apply negative integers. So words connected to any of these, in the application part, you will think of negatives. Now, since integers are positive or negative numbers together with 0 found in number line, then we shall go where they are found. So you are going to show or learn how to show integers on a number line. For example, show positive 4 on a number line. Show positive 4 on a number line. So here we start from 0 and move 4 forward steps. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you draw that you are starting from 0, move all the way to 4, and limit this so that no one can come and prolong it. So we stop it here and show that movement, that's positive direction. So a number line has got 2 directions, that is positive and negative direction. The 0 is a neutral integer, that's why when you are describing integers, 0 must be talked about, because neither of the two is neither positive nor is it a negative integer, but it's an integer which is neutral. So it's like a referee officiating football. the referee must then not be supporting any of the two teams. So 0 doesn't support positive integers, and neither does it support negative integers, but one of the integers also. That's why when describing integers, 0 must be identified, without which you will not have included it. So that's how we count positive 4. Say start from 0, count towards the positives. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw that and then show the movement of the arrow, which is positive movement. And again, garnish one mile into saying I've shown your said 4, positive 4. And then part B says show negative 3 on a number line. Again, draw a number line, show the origin, and then count towards negatives. That is 1, 2, 3. Move. And like that, show the arrow and limit it and name it as negative 3. So, and so many others. In that way, you'll be able to answer the activity on page 2 of your workbook. After these two, that activity concerns showing different types of integers or different integers onto a number line. Then adding integers on a number line. Adding integers on a number line. With addition or subtraction of integers on number line, you must know what some words mean, like positive, like negative, like plus, and the minus sign of subtraction. Now, what they mean as instructions on the number line. Plus sign of subtraction, the plus itself, means don't turn. Plus means don't turn. Minus, as an instruction on a number line, means turn. I said plus means don't turn, whereas minus means turn. Then negative means move backwards. Negative means move backwards. And then positive means move forward. Move forward. Now, when I told to add, like it is here, add positive 2 plus positive 4 on a number line, know what those positives and plus mean. I said positive means move forward, as opposed to plus, much as they almost look alike. Actually look alike. Plus means don't turn. So the instructions tell you to move 2 steps forward. To move 2 steps forward. Then plus means don't turn. Then positive 4 means move 4 steps forward. So the instructions here say move 2 steps forward, don't turn, and move 2 steps forward on a number line. Where to stop? That's where the answer is. Now that means, so we are then going to do as instructed. We draw a number line like this, show negative direction, they move from here going this side, that is negative 1, negative 2, write the neutral integer 0, then go towards the positives, positive 1, positive 2, positive 4, positive 5, positive 6, positive 7, positive 8, and then go by the instructions. Positive 2 means make 2 steps forward. Make 2 steps forward from the origin. 0 is the origin. So we start from here, and our forward must be towards the positive. In which way? That is, if you stand at 0, you face the positive direction. Why positive direction? That's natural. God created us positively. That's why when one feels sick, one goes to the hospital because he has actually felt a negative coming to one's body. So God created us in that way. So we stand at 0 and wait for the instructions. this is the starting at 0, and then the instructions say, make 2 steps forward. Don't ask questions, just do it. It's like a command in the army. So just count 1, 2. So you say, yes sir, I've made 2 steps forward. Good, you are now standing here. Then plus means don't turn, meaning remain facing positive direction. And then positive 4 means make 4 steps forward. Make 4 steps forward. So still our forward is in the positive. We count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we start from here where we stopped before, and then move other 4 steps forward. So our movement goes like that, and say I've made other 4 steps forward. Please limit that, and where you stop is the answer. Meaning from the origin, I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps forward. So that's why you say positive 6. Positive 6 means movement of 6 steps forward. So from the origin, meaning where I was, I've made 6 steps forward, and that's where I've stopped. And I say where I stopped is the answer. You say therefore positive 2 plus positive 4 equals positive 6. All in all, you must know the meaning of each of the words like positive, negative, plus, and minus, which when known, they will not have any problem in showing any integer on a number line. And now part B says, show or work out positive 3 plus negative 5 on a number line. Work out positive 3 plus negative 5 on a number line. Show positive 3 plus negative 5 on a number line. Like I said before, positive 3 means make 3 steps forward, plus means don't turn, and the negative 5 means make 5 steps backwards. And now you start at 0 and then wait for the instructions. It tells you make 3 steps forward. Make 3 steps forward. So you count 1, 2, 3. You make that 3 positive movement, and then limit it here and say positive 3. And now remain here and say don't turn, meaning you are still standing there and towards the same direction. Then negative 5 tells you to make 5 steps backwards. You just go back. Your back is just behind, and therefore count 5 steps backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where stop is the answer. So you move from here all the way to negative 2. Show the limit and say I need to turn and make 5 steps backwards, and I've stopped at negative 2. Meaning from the beginning up to where I've ended, you have actually made 2 steps backwards. So that is negative 2. Therefore, say positive 3 plus negative 5 equals negative 2. And in that way, you have answered. So, the work that is concerning addition of integers on number line can then be answered following these 2 examples of addition of integers on a number line. What about subtraction of integers on a number line? The examples are here. Unlike addition, in subtraction, there's when you follow the meaning of those words like positive, negative, plus and subtraction, and it's when we don't. Like I'm going to show you. So we are going to show you the 2-way. The one that follows the instructions, the one that just mere shows the integers. Like number 1 says work out positive 6 minus positive 2 using a number line. We shall first follow the instructions that say make 6 steps forward, turn and make 2 steps forward. Make 6 steps forward, turn and make 2 steps forward. And now we start at 0 and make the same 6 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 1. And show positive 6. Please show that integer positive 6. And then you are told to turn, meaning you face the negative direction now. And now your forward is the negative direction because you have turned. So you count 1, 2 and say I turned and made 2 steps forward. You must show that this minus into positive 2 so that the positive 2 is justified. If the minus is not here, then there is no way this direction can be a positive one. So when you turn, then the negative becomes your positive. So that is the meaning. So you face negative direction, then it will be your forward. So after turning, I made 2 steps forward and I stopped at positive 4. Meaning from the place of origin, I stopped at positive 4 finally. So that's why I show positive 4 and say therefore positive 6 minus positive 2 is equivalent to positive 4. That is when one has followed such instructions. There is when you just show these 2 integers. That's positive 6 and positive 2 as shown below. So you either show that or this kind of working, or this kind of show. You show it in this way. You need to follow strictly and see whether you can opt for the first one or the second. But it's better you need to know both, and then you will be successful. And then you will be successful. Now, success is going to be reached in this way. You are still showing positive 6 plus positive 2 on the number line. There you are just showing the 2 integers if you don't use the instructions. So show positive 6 and positive 2 on a number line. So you move from there up to there, and that is positive 6. That is from 0 up to positive 6. You name it positive 6 up there. Then go back to the same 0 and then make 2 forward jumps. Make 2 forward steps actually. So you count 1, 2 and move positive 2 as we showed at first. So we show positive 2 on number line. The first one is the show of positive 6. Another one is going back to the origin and move 2 forward steps still and name it positive 2. Remember, the second arrow here, we named it minus into positive 2. But here, just show positive 2 because we're just showing the integers. Just the integers. That is positive 6 and positive 2 on the number line. And this other one should be noted that both start at the same position. Not necessarily with be 0, but I've chosen to start with 0. So start from 0, show positive 6. Go back to 0 and show positive 2. And now, how then do you show the answer arrow? You connect the 2 ends. Where the second arrow has ended is the origin of the answer, and where the first arrow ended is the end of the answer. So, the second arrow stopped at positive 2, start from positive 2, and then move up to where the first arrow ended. It ended at positive 6, and then count that integer in between. So, what's the name of this arrow? That's positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, and then it's positive 4. Before you conclude that positive 6 minus positive 2 is equal to positive 4. Positive 6 minus positive 2 is equal to positive 4. And that is the answer. So you either use the upper or the downer. It should be noted that the upper, the second arrow starts from where the first arrow ended, whereas in the downer, both start from the same position, which may not necessarily be 0. They may start somewhere else, whereas in the upper one, in most cases, start from 0. So both will give the same answer, and I want you to have a choice, because I'm not teaching beggars who don't have a choice, because we say beggars must not be choosers. But here you have a choice. You can opt for the first one, which follows the instructions, and you can as well opt for the second way, that is in subtraction. Whereas in addition, we use only one way that follows the instructions. In subtraction, we use two ways. One following instructions, another one showing the integers involved only. Then we shall look at the example number 2 today. Work out. Says work out -2 minus +5 using a number line. -2 minus +5 using a number line. So when you go to the instructions, you are instructed to make 2 steps backwards, turn, and make 5 steps forward. I said, make 2 steps backwards, turn, and make 2 steps forward. Now, like it suggests, we start. We start at 0. Remember, we are facing positive direction, and then they tell you make 2 steps backwards or move 2 steps backwards. We don't move 1, 2 and say that's -2 arrow. Then we stand here where I've stopped and I say turn. Remember, you were facing positive direction. Now turn towards the negative and make 5 steps forward. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We move all the way to -7 and say I turned, and that's why I call this one a positive movement. So wherever you move forward, it's a positive movement. So you limit like that and say from where I was up to where I am now, I've made 7 steps backwards, which is a -7. You say therefore -2 minus +5 equals -7. You can as well use this second option if you wish. I've used the other one that follows the instructions, and then you get the answer. Then example number 3 today tells you to work out -3 minus -7 using a number line. So -3 minus -7 in terms of instructions tells you to move 3 steps backwards, turn, and move 7 steps backwards. Move 3 steps backwards, turn, and move 7 steps backwards. Where I stop is the answer. Now, as I said, draw a number line, stand at 0, facing positive direction. I explained why, and then wait for the instructions. The commander tells you to make 3 steps backwards, or to move 3 steps backwards. Do the movement. Your back is towards the negatives. You count 1, 2, 3, and you have made it. Show it very well. And now you stand here and wait for the instructions. So they tell you turn. Now you are turning and face towards the negatives, and then make 7 steps backwards. Your back is now towards the positive. So you say I've turned, and now I count 7 steps backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have stopped at +4. Draw that arrow up +4 and say I turned. That's why this is my back now. This is a -7. Please show that you have turned. That's why this is a -7. So your back is ever negative. And now from the origin, that's 0, I've moved up +4 finally, and you say this is +4. You say therefore -3 minus -7 is equal to +4. That is when you have followed the instructions. But remember, I said in subtraction of integers, 1 can just show the integers. So you can then opt for this other option where we just show -3 and -7 on number line and connect the ends. So you draw a number line, show -3, and then you go back to 0 and show negative 7, meaning the first movement goes to negative 3 and name it negative 3. Go back to 0 and go up to negative 7, show negative 7. Remember, this one must not be shown as minus into, like it was up here. Like it was up here. That's negative into, sorry, minus into negative 7, whereas this is just negative 7. And now correct the ends. Correct the ends. The last end to the first end. The last end is a negative 7, and the first end was a negative 3. So the last end to the first end. So that is the movement, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a positive 4. You say therefore negative 3 minus negative 7 equals positive 4 before you call it a number down. Ensure you know either way, the one that follows the instructions and the one that doesn't. That way you'll have answered that question before we go to another example. Having looked at how to add and subtract integers using a number line, we shall then look at how to write down the mathematical statement as well as the sentence. So now, mathematical statement and the sentence. Those two are actually different. A mathematical statement must not have a result, whereas a mathematical sentence has the result. What do I mean by the result? For example, for the mathematical statement, you can say positive 6 plus positive 2. That is a statement. Whereas a mathematical sentence brings out the result, therefore it involves equals. You say positive 6 plus positive 2 equals positive 8. So that is what's called a sentence. A sentence has got a result, whereas a statement must never have that result. So there's a tendency of mixing them up. I think today I've clarified it, so you must never mix them up. Now, we have these examples given the number lines below. They will say study and answer the questions that follow. They will give you a number line drawn properly. You can write A, B, C. The first study must be on the arrows. The first arrow put on the number line is ever that one is immediate on the number line. Then the topmost, the second, and then the third is the down one. So, in some cases, like it is here, they are not alphabetically arranged. So one would think A was the first, B, then C. No, it's actually B first because the immediate one on top of the number line, then the upper one is the second, then the third put on the number line. What does that order help you to do? To write any of those two, that is mathematical statement and sentence. You have to follow the order. So the first one was B, and then A, and then C. So for the mathematical statement, the order will be B plus A. Why plus? Because of this continuity of movement. So B plus A is equal to C. That is the sentence. Then B plus A, just that is a statement. But remember to write the equivalent of these letters in terms of integers. So after studying which arrow was put first in number, you look at the equivalent of every letter in terms of integers. Like integer B, you count positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4. So integer B is positive 4. Then count integer A as the second arrow, or integer here, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. So as B is positive 4, then A is negative 6. Then count integer C, negative 1, negative 2. I said negative 1, negative 2. So integer C is negative 2. Now, question A says, write a mathematical statement shown on the number line above. Write the mathematical statement shown on the number line above. So, as we started, B was the first, we said B plus A. B plus A. That is what's called a statement. Then positive 4 plus negative 6. Then the statement is done. Then part B says, write a mathematical sentence shown on the number line above. That's when you bring in C, that is B plus A is equal to C, where B is positive 4, A is negative 6, and C is negative 2. So the sentence, or the actual statement, the sentence is positive 4 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 2. Be careful, note the word statement and sentence. Statement ends with just those two parties, B plus A, whereas the sentence goes an extra mile to bring the answer arrow by writing the result. Result means something that comes after or comes out of what you have done, whether multiplied or added. This is addition. So B plus A equals C, positive 4 plus negative 6 is equal to negative 2. And that is all about the sentence. All the same, given the number line below, do study and answer the questions that follow. Now, you are going to study, I said the immediate one on a number line that's near is the first one. The second is the topmost one. The third is the answer arrow. So the order is T, N, P. But now we note that integer T starts from 0 and integer N does the same. If that is so, when I was teaching you subtraction, I told you that is a subtraction sentence or statement. So here I'm going to use subtraction. Why? The first two arrows are starting in the same position, which may not necessarily be 0, but I've used 0. So we're going to use T minus N is equal to P. T minus N is equal to P. So count integer T, negative 1, negative 2. Why negative? It is pointing towards the negative direction. Then N, you count N, positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5, positive 6. Ensure that positivity is actually catered for. Ensure you have put that positive 6, don't just say 6. No, N equals positive 6. Then count integer P. It starts from positive 6. Wherever you see this, it means that's the origin. It goes towards the negative direction. So you count in negatives: negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8. So integer P is a negative 8. Then the question says, from the number line above, write down the integer represented by the letter T. So thoroughly, we say letter T is negative 2. You write it here. Then write down the integer represented by N. Letter N, we count it very well. 1, that's a positive, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5, positive 6. So integer N equals positive 6. And then write down the integer represented by letter P. We count it as negative. We repeat: negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, and negative 8. So P equals negative 8. And each carries a mark. So far we've got 3 of the marks for this number. And then part B says, write down the mathematical statement shown on this number line. Remember, statement has got the treatment of the upper arrows only, without the answer arrow. And already identify this to be a subtraction statement. So we say T minus N, which it is a negative 2 and N is a positive 6. You say negative 2 minus positive 6, and that's a statement, please. Then part C says, write down the mathematical sentence shown on the number line. That's when you bring the down arrow Remember subtraction, you said t minus n is equal to p. It's the one you write. Then write their equivalent in terms of integers. That's negative 2 minus positive 6 equals negative 8. And that is all about a sentence. So get the difference between mathematical statement from a number line and the mathematical sentence. And you will then be able to answer the addition and subtraction given a number line with letters or without. And then proceed on to another subtopic that says adding and subtracting integers without a number line. Adding and subtracting integers without using a number line. One must note that the negative of the negative is equal to a positive. And then a positive times a positive is equal to a positive. A negative times a positive is equal to a negative. And a positive times a negative is equal to negative. That one must not be even be subject to grammar work, but just know that two same signs when multiplied or even divided, they bring a positive. These are the same signs, they bring a positive. The same signs bring a positive also. Then different signs multiplied or even divided, you get a negative. These are different, and they are different. So when you have got different ones, in the next division, now I've got multiplication, please get to know how they turn. So, two same signs, positive. Two same signs multiplied, positive. Two different signs multiplied, negative. Two different signs multiplied, negative. And then you will be successful. And then look at the examples, this time without using a number line. They will say without using a number line workout. They say positive 3 plus positive 2. And whenever I've got two signs together, these rules are going to work. So in your solution, put the second in brackets, and all brackets are open using multiplication. That's when the multiplication will come in. These are two same signs which produce a plus or a positive. So I've got positive 3 plus 2. So by putting this in brackets, it means positive times a positive. Positive times a positive. You get a positive. So positive 3 plus 2 is the same as 3 plus 2, which is a 5, which is indeed also a positive integer. So 3 plus 2, both are positives. They bring a positive integer. That is a 5. Then number 2 says work out negative 5 minus negative 3 without using a number line. Still put negative 3 in brackets in your working. And this is a negative and a negative. I said bring a positive out. That is negative 5 plus 3. Negative 5 plus 3. And as I said before, whenever a plus is led by a minus this way, you interchange. So it's the same as 3 minus 5. That's the one there, 3 minus 5. The fact being that 3 is less than 5, then the result is a negative. So you must know 5 minus 3 to know 3 minus 5. So if 5 minus 3 is a 2, that's the normal way, it's a positive 2. Then 3 minus 5, the opposite, which is 2. In that way, we have worked out that number, and then you go to number 3 that tells you to work out without using a number line. That is positive 3 plus negative 5. Positive 3 plus negative 5. So you put this negative 5 in brackets in your working, and the positive and the negative, being that these two signs are different, they become a negative. So that is positive 3 minus 5, which is the same as the other one up, and get negative 2. And that way, number 3 is done, as easy as that. Before we look at the last example today, that says work out without using a number line. That is negative 4 plus negative 2. So the second integer, as I said before, must be put in brackets in order for you to open the brackets through multiplication. That's the positive and the negative. The fact being that the signs are different, they produce a negative, thereby getting negative 4 minus 2. Negative 4 take away 2. take away, meaning go deep into negatives beyond 2, so beyond 4 by 2 steps. That's backwards. So negative 2 minus 2 is a negative 6. Be careful. Negative 2 minus 2 is a negative 6. Meaning when you are starting at negative 4 and go back towards the negatives, that is 2 steps, you will stop at negative 6. So negative 4 minus 2 is a negative 6. That is how we work out such numbers without necessarily using a number line. So integers are also important in mathematics because they also aid some other topics. Because all the numbers we use are all integers. Like I said, integers are positive or negative numbers together with that 0 that you find on the number line. So therefore, they are also equally important, and which when understood, there is simplicity of mathematics. I am teacher Katimbo Richard. If you need more assistance, you call me on 0776 2516 55 all 075 72330 66. Both are active on WhatsApp and every social media. You can reach me out. Otherwise, stay safe.